So that last video did pretty well for my channel. So for those who are new around here or did not see my last video, I made a video talking about the worst LFs in the game that either A, just fell off completely, or B, just fell off the moment they came out. And while of course some people didn't agree with me, and trust me, I did not expect everyone to agree with me on the list, a lot of people actually seemed to like the style of it. So continuing that, I thought we'd go ahead and look at certain characters and their units in game and which ones are the best. I know I kind of worded that weird, but I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. And if you looked at the thumbnail, we're going to be talking about the specific Gohan units in Dragon Ball Legends. I pretty much thought that this was going to be the easiest one to do, considering the fact that there are so many broken Gohan units, because this game just seems to have a really big crush on Gohan for some reason. I mean, it's gotten so bad to the point where people call this game Gohan Ball Legends, which, you know, honestly fair. So the way we're going to do this is by just looking at a minimum of 3, because that's how I did it in the last video. And spoiler alert, the LF Future Gohan is actually not on this list because I'm actually saving him for another video. But with that being said though, my name is Jaspect and hope you guys all enjoyed the video. Now, I know this might seem pointless because I know a lot of you guys know who Gohan is, but for those who don't know, I'm just gonna give a brief summary of his character. Son Gohan, or just Gohan, is from the hit series Dragon Ball created by Akira Toriyama. He has been featured in the Dragon Ball TV series such as Z, Super, and GT. He has been featured in many of the Dragon Ball movies, but the most recent one being Dragon Ball Super Superhero, where he was basically the main character alongside Piccolo. And of course, he's been featured in a lot of the Dragon Ball games such as the Budokai series, Xenoverse, and of course all the mobile games like Dokkan, and of course Legends. And of course, throughout all of this, he has had multiple transformations such as SSJ1, SSJ2, Ultimate Gohan, Beaston, etc., so on and so forth. So with that out of the way, let's jump into it. On October 1st, 2019, a new banner was released that was labeled Ultra Space Time Summon, and on that banner we were introduced to the newest unit, transforming SSJ2 Yellow Gohan from the BoJack movie. But now the real question is, why was this unit so good? Well, there's actually multiple reasons, so let me list them for you. Well, for one, his post-transformation stats are actually insanely broken. 296,000 for strike. What the actual On top of that, once he uses his main ability to transform, he locks the person in for 5 timer counts, which is a lot longer than most people probably think. Not to mention, he also had an AoE green card, which at the time was very uncommon, so that was also a nice bonus for him. And most importantly of all, he was ran on a very annoying Saga's team, which featured the blue transforming Vegeta, who at the time had the highest strike stat, and of course purple BoJack, basically the biggest FU to someone trying to play the game. Now, is he still usable? No. Granted, better units have come out for the Saga's tag and of course the Hybrid Saiyan tag, and on top of that, he is very old at this point and really needs a Zenkai because his kit is very outdated. I think some nice damage passes will do really nice for him. Now, while he isn't playable by any means, I don't think that means we should take away how good he was in his prime. I mean, you at least saw this guy on this team like once every 5 matches. There was no doubt in your mind that you were going to see this guy. And I'm sure the day that he gets his Zenkai, we'll probably be seeing a lot more of him. If there is one specific thing in DBL that makes it so special, it would be something known as the anniversary. For those who are new, anniversaries are basically milestones in the game for them hitting their yearly mark. As of right now, we've had a total of 4 of them, and one in particular we're going to be looking at. During the 3rd anniversary, we were introduced to 3 new LF units, that being the SSJ4 Gogeta, who was kind of underwhelming, LF Corrupt Merge Zamasu, who was really good on his release, and of course, the king of that anniversary, Super Saiyan 2 Revival Gohan. From the BoJack movie. Yeah, these guys really decided to do it not once, but twice. The only difference really being that they made him, for one, a revival unit instead of a transforming unit, and the LF that he was given is basically the same as his blue card for the yellow unit. Of course, he fits the criteria for being a very broken unit, such as really good post-revival God damn it. Post-revival stats, sorry. And even taking that away from him, pre-revival, he's actually still pretty good. And just like the yellow one, he also has an AoE green card. And of course, there's his blue card post-transformation, which hits like an absolute truck. If you got hit by this, there's about a 95% chance that you weren't gonna live. And of course, there was also his main ability for his post-transformation. Pause to read, because this is a fucking lot to read. The guy is basically a one-man army. And when you even ask yourself, is he still playable today? The answer is yes! This Gohan, I feel like, has aged a lot better than most people realize, because I still see him nowadays and he still does a lot of damage. Granted, his tanking isn't always the best, but I mean, hey, it's expected. He's a revival unit. And as of right now, I don't actually think he needs a Zenkai. I actually just think he needs a Plat. A Plat would definitely help this guy a lot. I think the main things they should probably look at is making his defense stronger, maybe giving him extra damage for strike and blast, and I think that's really it, because his blue card doesn't need it. I am honestly dreading the day that this guy gets a Platinum equip, let alone a Zenkai. So we might as well just enjoy the game before he gets it, because the day that he does, he probably is going to make a lot of people stop playing the game. But I mean, hey, at least he's a unit that's actually well liked among the community. However, the same can't be said for the next one on our list. I can probably just show you an image of this unit and I would not have to say anything else. But for the sake of the video being longer than 5 minutes, I'm just going to do it. October 19th, 2022. The newest banner was about to drop, and everyone was so excited because on that banner held probably one of the It's Beast Gohan. Like, what were y'all expecting? Now, not only would I say that this unit is probably one of the best units of Gohan in the game, but he might just be one of the most annoying characters to fight in the game all time. He has some very solid offenses and defenses at max stars, has a unique gauge that when full gives you 40% extra ki, 25% extra damage for 30 timer counts. On top of that, for some reason, at the start of the game, his gauge is already full, which means he gets all of this for some reason. Plus, when his gauge is full and he decides to use a green card or a blue card, he goes type neutral, which means 9 times out of 10 you're going to be one-shotting your opponent or at least taking away half their health. Another thing to mention is that when his gauge is full and he decides to use a green card, he destroys every single card in the enemy's deck. When the enemy uses his Rising Rush, he basically gets endurance and also gets a bunch of buffs. Now, while this kind of has some counterplay to it due to UGB being able to nullify endurance when using a Rising Rush, it still is really powerful. I mean, his strike is insane, his blue card is insane, his ultimate damage is insane. Like, what else more is there to say? Not to mention, he is on 2 very good tags, that being Hybrid Saiyan and Sagas from the movies. And nowadays, whenever you run into a new team, the team that you're going to see probably the most is Pan, Beast Gohan, and UGB, all on the same team. And it's broken. I honestly just have no clue what Legends was thinking when they were making this unit. They just made him way too overpowered, and I think that's why he's probably the best Gohan unit to ever be released in the game. Now, of course, there will be other Gohan units that'll probably come out in the future that will be way more powerful than this guy, but for now, I feel like this guy just reigns supreme. I mean, do I even have to answer the question if this guy's still usable in the meta? This guy is literally everywhere, whether it's in the game, down your street, at your job, you'll find him somewhere. Now, while I and many other people do hate this unit, even though we probably all use him, let's be honest here, he is a unit that will continue to age perfectly, and I think that he will continue to be at least top 15 in the game. But Jesus, if he's like this, I can't imagine what an Ultra Gohan's gonna be like. But let's all hope that we don't have to experience any of that anytime soon. And for now, we'll just enjoy the unit that we have. Just wanted to say thank you for anybody who decided to watch the video fully and made it to the end of it. These videos really do take me a long time to do because mainly I'm doing everything off my phone, so yeah, it's a lot of work. But if you did enjoy, feel free to like and subscribe, and let me know what you guys saw of the video. I do look forward to seeing some of your guys' feedback. And let me know what other stuff you guys want me to talk about, whether it's DBL related or any other game, honestly. I'm all up for it. But with that being said, I hope you guys all have a good day or night. You guys all continue to be beautiful people. Peace out.